right, Noel fans, the truth teller Rick Ballou with you, our weekly Florida State vlog. We are live from Ballou Sports Bar. Been a crazy week once again for the Florida State Nation. My goodness, let's take a look at Louisville coming up on Thursday night. If you listen to me weekly on my radio show or on my vlog, you've heard me say, including last week, I think this is going to be the toughest game for Florida State this year. First things first, the vlog each and every week is brought to you by my good friend and your good friend, Russ Voorhees. You can get Russ at State Farm for all your insurance needs. Just give my buddy Russ a phone call, 904, okay, if you're outside of Jacksonville, those folks right here in the Ville, 904-276-9535. You can always check them out by going to Russ Voorhees, VORHIS.com. All right. Bizarre week for Florida State. No doubt about it. Another major distraction. I guess I had a little bit of something to do about that. Can Florida State rise again as one and get it done in what is going to be a nasty environment? You got to go into the oven. It's Papa John Stadium. There's going to be 50,000 basketball fans at this football game on Thursday night. Can they go out there and win a game? That's going to be interesting. Let's start with a couple of thoughts from a week ago Saturday. I want to begin with Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo against Notre Dame, in my opinion, was his worst coaching performance since that loss on a Thursday night against the Wolfpack. How can you have the best player in America, like Jameis Winston, the football with just under 6 minutes to go, and you try to run it 3 times? Put the pressure on your punter, who, by the way, has done better than advertised, and then rely on your defense. We all know what happened. The D got the job done. Did they get a call? Sure. Was it the correct call? Absolutely. But a quick message to you, Jimbo Fisher. Don't try to run the football against Louisville. It's the #1 ranked rushing defense in college football. I'm guessing not a lot of you folks out there watched the Louisville-Miami game earlier this year. Truth Teller did. You realize that Miami forced 2 turnovers in Louisville's red zone, within the 15-yard line. Both times the Cardinals' defense stepped up, shut down Miami. Instead of getting 7 and which would have been 2 touchdowns, 14 points, they had to settle for field goal opportunities. That's how good Louisville is when it comes to rushing or defending the rush. Florida State, it's not going to work with Dalvin Cook consistently at this point. He's just a freshman. Carlos Williams has got an ankle. Carlos Williams has got stuff, okay? He came up big against Notre Dame in the second half, made some nice plays, but it was kind of mysterious a week ago with him not playing in the first quarter and him not playing much in the second quarter. If Florida State is going to win this football game, you got to get it done by passing the football. Pass, pass, pass. Now, if that's the case, possibly you can set up the run a little bit later on in the game, but there's no way, I don't care which way you write this script, that you can say the run is going to set up the pass. It will not happen against Louisville. It's about passing the football. A couple of other things to understand. Louisville's #2 in college football in turnover ratio. They are a ball-hawking defense. They do have a good secondary. But you know what? Give me Jameis Winston and these emerging young wide receivers to go along with Green and O'Leary and get after it in that particular fashion. So if they're able to do that, they have a shot, but it's going to be a very difficult game, in my opinion, trying to win out there on a Thursday night. All right, defensively, this continues to really be a mystery for Florida State. Louisville is not a great offensive football team, but they're getting better. Michael Dyer, you remember formerly at Auburn, he is a guy that's picked up now consistently over 100 yards on the ground. I think he went for 170 recently against North Carolina State. Can Florida State get stout at the defensive line and control the rushing attack? It's going to be very interesting. Unfortunately, that linebacking core just cannot avoid injuries. I'm really upset about the loss of Aligwe. I was hoping he was going to be able to come back. He played 3 weeks ago. He hasn't been able to go since. On top of that now, Levenberry will not play. The sensational young true freshman, Jacob Pugh, who's become so good in particularly pass coverage, is only an 18-year-old freshman, has a concussion. He won't go. I guess the good news would be Matthew Thomas. Okay, he played against Notre Dame, and I thought he did some nice things. Not a lot of experience this year because he missed the first 6 football games. I would hope that he will get better this week against Louisville. But defensively, that remains an issue. Also, Parker, one of the great wide receivers in all of college football. He's a guy that whether it's Williams or Darby, and regardless of how they set up things defensively, it's going to be a major responsibility for FSU on the defensive side of the football field. Who is going to be able to make a big play? That is what I wonder. That's what gets me looking around Ballou Sports Bar, and I think about players who made big plays. Is there a Deion Sanders Thursday night? Okay, at the Oven. Is he going to make a big play? I don't know. Is it a guy like Warwick Dunn who's going to step up and make a big play? We all know that Warwick Dunn got in on that Thursday night against Virginia in 1995. Will Derek Brooks step up and make a big play? Folks, big plays are made by great players in big games. And that is exactly what Florida State is going to have to do against Louisville. Another week, more controversy. It's more of Florida State against everyone else. Don't let anyone fool you, whether it's Kirk Herbstreit picking Louisville, whether it's Stuart Mandel coming out saying Florida State is not a top 4 worthy playoff contender, whether it was the ESPN's panel alone of all of their particular personalities who came out and said that Florida State isn't even in the top 4. They had them ranked at number 6. We did see the official rankings come out last night. Is there SEC bias? Absolutely. Personally, I love the SEC bias. Okay? I'm a Florida State grad. I think you can look around the Ballou Sports Bar and find out I'm a Florida State fan. Okay? But I love the SEC. The SEC is great football. Okay? I love the conference. This is a game with Louisville, which is a basketball school, that Florida State has to win. But I'm telling you right now, I have major concerns. I've been worried about this game more than any other on the schedule this year. There's a very good opportunity that this 23-game win streak comes to an end tomorrow night on a Thursday. Here's the deal, and here's the way that I look at it. Florida State cannot trail in this football game. They've trailed way too many times this year. They found a way to go in at halftime, make some adjustments, come back out in the second half, and then really put it on in the fourth quarter and win a football game. Sooner or later, that luck is going to run out. Many believe that luck runs out Thursday night against Louisville. After constant thought, after constant listening to other people, studying, and just a gut feeling, I'm here to tell you today, Florida State wins tomorrow night in Louisville. But here's the caveat. 31 points against Notre Dame. 34 points against Auburn. 37 points in 2 other games in the 20 starts that Jameis Winston has. Every other game, 38 points or deep into the 40s and or 50s. Thursday night's game is not going to be that way. This is going to be a low-scoring football game. I think Florida State wins this 27-24, okay? Which is really under par if you look at the numbers that I've given you consistently in the 20 starts that Jameis Winston has had as a Florida State Seminole. Folks, it's been an unbelievable week. There's been controversy. I hate that Jimbo responded to my claim, my report, which was wrong. Boy, I miss the good old days when I could call an Andy Urbanek or call a Bobby Bowden, and They get back to me immediately. They elected not to on Friday. They tried to burn me personally, and I hate it. You should have done your job as pro and gotten back to me, and this never would have come out. Now, I have no control about all the stuff that's happened after the fact, but Jimbo's response and Jimbo's comments certainly could have been avoided if Florida State's higher-ups, and you know who you are, would have gotten back to me in a timely fashion. Russ Voorhis, you're a good man. You sponsor Ballou's vlog each and every week right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. The number for Russ Voorhis, 276-9535, 276-9535, russvoorhis.com. Now, I'm on 1010XL each and every day from 3 to 7. If you'd like to listen to me, you can go to 1010XL.com. If you have any complaints, criticisms, or anything in between, compliments perhaps, I don't know, you can get me on Twitter. You can react to this vlog. Just go to Ballou 1010XL. That's at Ballou, Ballou 1010XL. Going to be an interesting Thursday night between Florida State and Louisville. The Noles and a squeaker. They're 24th in a row.